Okay, hello everyone. I was just talking to my fellow Christians and thinkers in a party, and we were just coming up with things. And I'm gonna make this statement, and then I'm out of here. But the layman's answer to life. Let me take this off real quick. All right. First and foremost, you can't make what we are today, what this world is today, from nothing. You can't you can't just say we came from an explosion like it was from nothing. Okay? God says every knee shall bow, and all of us will answer to a higher being when we die. And his name is Yahweh. The discussion is over, really, in my book. That's why I haven't been really joining a lot of hangouts. Uh, I've been doing more of soul searching inwards, and tonight I come up with I think the final outing. Uh, but I'll still be joining Google Hangouts. I love you guys in the community. But the thing to life with me, how can you get computers, Xboxes, telephones, Zippo lighters, Zippo lighters right here. I got one right here. Last a lifetime. Peppermints, uh, everything anything you name of. You can't get a baby being born into a mother that's that has no that has no flaw. We should have all type of flaws, people. If we lived in a world that was randomly uh come about by explosion. Explosion does not create. Explosion is destruction. Does that not make sense? Does that not make sense to you? Explode. We've been fighting this over and over. Explosion did not create everything you see today, down to the letter. We're living on word. The testament of Jesus is true. All you need to do is believe, and everything will be all right. Okay? There's no other thing that needs to be said, my friends. I urge you to do better research. Quit being led astray by people that get egotistical, or like we had that discussion too, where like I know some Christians, even I myself have been one of these people that you start becoming something else. When you become a Christian, you're not just a man anymore. Uh, and then there's the bad side of that too, where the sin in you leads the holiness into thinking that you're greater than you are. Start getting very egotistical, thinking you're a prophet, The deepness has been heard into my soul. I have seen I have seen too much to not believe in God. I have sinned. I have felt the persecution of my sin. I have seen the change in me when I sin. The change in me when I sin is dark, and dark enough to be a Nazi, dark enough to be a killer, dark enough to be a rapist, dark enough to be the worst things in this world. We all can be evil, especially when you sin. After you sin, after you have tasted of the fruit of temptation, you fall void inside. I've noticed the change. I've snapped on children, just like in a conversation. I have a 12-year-old on Xbox Live that I talk to. Uh, I got a lot of kids that I talk to on Xbox Live, youth, and he's a good kid. And since I've been tasting the fruit in my personal life by sinning, smoking cigarettes, uh, lusting, still with porn, and just fine chicks. I don't even need porn. Uh, I've seen the error or the change in me to the point where I can talk to this kid pretty almost almost as cold, but Christ keeps me from going the other way. You know, to cuss the kid out, uh, tell him to shut his freaking mouth with a curse word in there. Boom, like you could just curse. You can have the most vulgar anger after you taste of that fruit. Nazi Germany is proof enough of the depths of man's uh, heart problem. We have seen it through the history of time over and over. I don't know why we still argue this, uh, because there is no excuse. Christ said it, God said it. Basically, God said it. There is no excuse. All the way down to uh, molecules and atoms and electrons, neutrons. It it blows my mind to think that people really think that we came from nothing to something. And if you think that we came from an ape, if you think that we came from swiggly things, uh, I'm sorry, man. You need to look deeper into philosophy and actual archaeology and all type of just there's so much. There's so much. The Bible has been proven to be history of the living man on this earth. Okay? The living man on this earth is what it says in that book. There's no there, there's no flaw but man's flaws. David had flaws, repented of, but had flaws. He states the entire nasty details of life before us. He tells us he loves us to be with him forever. And we go up here and we rather uh worship monkeys and nothingness. Uh we are just we We are creators because we are created by the creator. We create things. We can create uh what down to the, the splitting of the sperm or something, where we can bring in uh breed breed new life. I mean, like, people almost, I think we're almost to the point where, yeah, we can clone. Oh, I don't know why the word slipped my head. I mean, slipped my mind. But yeah, we clone, we create because we are created. If we weren't created, why would there be any creation? Why wouldn't it be just destruction if we were just here? There would be mad, just mad everything being destroyed. Like, there's people, things walking around with lion heads, and mad people with monkey faces and horse bodies. And come on, man. I would see it. I would believe in evolution in that world. I would believe in evolution in that world. Okay, where we got dinosaurs, people growing pterodactyl wings or whatever, you know, whatever, man. Like, there would be something gone astray, something severely broken in this thing of life, severely. But the only thing broken in life is sin. The only thing broken in life is man. But man is not all the way flawed, though. Man is not all the way flawed. Hence our uh existence. We still were redeemable. Redeemed, done. Life is what it is. Accept who you are, accept Christ, accept who you are, and move on. But I know, people make their living off of uh debates and uh oh just all type of, I mean, a lot of people just like to talk about God, and that's part of their, I mean, they like to talk about the disbelief in God because they know it's a good topic, and they know that that's a forever life topic. That's an eternal topic. That is something to talk about right there. That's why these debaters talk about God. It's And plus a lot of them sell books. Look at the people selling books, the atheists, uh, Christopher Hitchens, uh, all these men have written books. A lot of these men have written books, and that's what they want to do. They want to write their books, but they know that God is the best topic in the world because it is the world. It is what it is. It is creation of man history right there on the dotted line. And man, I'm out to dry, man. But yeah, I should invite people in here, but that's basically all I wanted to say on this hangout. Hopefully someone in the world finds this video and says, "Hey, that makes sense to me. Why didn't I believe in this already?" Or if this is your introduction into God, welcome. A lot of, when I was a kid, I didn't get introduced to God until I was like 15, 16. And I found no fault in Jesus Christ. As a 15-year-old, just hearing the gospel, no fault in what they preached, no fault in the man himself, no fault in the story, no fault in, and after my older years, no fault in the stuff I read in the Old Testament that people are so up in arms about. Uh, Telling you, man, if you're someone searching, really searching, you can't go wrong with God. Yahweh, the best way, the only way that we can, that that can be proven to your face. Hey, look at Jericho over here. Walls out. Wheat inside the pottery. Uh Burnt to the ground. In the Bible, right there. It's history of what happened there. But it's religious. Because why? Because you make it religious in your head. You make it religious. You're thinking man's religion. Like like made up religions. People just coming up with I am prophet, this and that. And I even had a talk with this kid today. He said his friend said he was a child of the archangel Michael. Like, I told him the scary thing about that is uh I don't think archangels can have sex because they are holy angels. They did not commit the sin of uh lusting after the women, the of humans. So I don't think you could be the son of an angel, not a holy angel, not Michael, but that's what he said. But those type of things right there can start up cults. Those things can start up other things that are religion. Okay? There's a difference between the truth and religion. The truth is unbreakable, but the cults are things that man create. Okay? And on the end note, I respect everyone's beliefs, respect everybody's free thinking. If you're not a believer, I don't have anything against you, brother. You're still a brother to me, and you will find your answers that you seek. But will you accept the answers that you find? And good night, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I wanted to say. God bless you all. Man, it it makes perfect sense, logical sense. Even I, I think I'm gonna keep going. Hold up. Like I tell my dad and I tell my brother stuff on at the barbecues and stuff. We get togethers. And the truth of the matter is, like, the most logical Adam and Eve would be black people. Okay? Not about being black, not about being racist. It's more about being logical. And the logical says black people could create massive amounts of people and all of that stuff. Uh, if that doesn't make logical sense to you because race is in your mind, or that's pretty sad. The thing is, I'm saying what's logical here. Uh, Logically, God exists, and you best take heed to the word that was laid. People talking about the uh the flood of Noah. Uh, these people had. There's so many people that told about the flood of Noah. Noah, it's like it's been videotaped. It's like it's been videotaped in history, in time, just there, saying there was a great flood that covered mountains from ancient peoples, different tongues, all over the place. Why don't we take heed to that? Now, I mean, people, atheist that's try to be sly or within, he'll say, he'll say something like, "I don't disregard the flood. Of course, there might have been a flood. The thing is, though, they won't say the flood of Noah. The flood of Noah was what they were speaking about, but the flood of Noah is the flood that you're agreeing with. Okay, you're just presupposed and you're trying to deny what's in your heart. You gotta just gotta let go. Kind of gotta let go of control and everything I'm talking to you guys tonight about. I'm gonna do from now. I will continue to smoke marijuana. I will continue to drink alcohol. Maybe alcohol is off the topic. Really, it might be gone. Alcohol has to go, kinda. But I will smoke it. I will smoke it the vine from the earth, and I will continue to talk with God, even though I don't pray much. Cause man, do I think the reason why I don't pray is because of the lust of women that I still have. The lust of women know the lust of women I have in me knows that I am flawed with that. So a lot of times I won't even pray because I know that I'm not gonna I'm gonna give in to the women. I'm gonna give in to the women and the hypocrisy coming out of my mouth. I don't even want to hear it sometimes. Okay? Now I'm not some sex fiend dude, but just saying, I adore the suppleness of it's like a pleasure. It is. It's just, you know, come on. Men that love women know what I'm talking about. And on the next topic, but well, nah, yeah, I definitely need to pray more, but I know the hypocrisy. That's why I don't pray about stuff a lot. I think the hypocrite in me is scared to talk to the Lord sometimes. But the thing is, the truth to the matter is what I've spoken to you tonight. Do the research, man. Man live with dinosaurs, the whole nine. Quit believing in this evolution crap. Uh, you know, you're lost for words at times, man. But yeah, good night to you all. God bless you all, man. I hope you get the message from the layman himself. Even though I consider myself royalty in my gamer tag. King Matthew is a gamer tag, but it's also something that a cool fantasy I make up in my mind too. So I enjoy the rich history of royalty of men and women, and I don't care who sees it as ego, whatever, blah blah blah. I wish I was a king. Why wouldn't you wish more for a king yourself? You're a king. You're you call your I call my nephew the prince. He's the prince. Once we fall, he will reign, and so on and so forth. But yeah, good night to you all. Hopefully, everybody keeps safe, stays away from the the thing that we have is life, where we all fall victim to. I'm probably gonna go join somebody else's. But see you guys later, man. Keep your head up, and whoever catch this video, man, God bless you. And I hope and pray that you just see it for what it is, man. Stop stop hiding behind this sin that we in. You gotta stop letting that come through. Uh, I even well, one more story before I go. Me and this kid. Okay, we give you a little history lesson on this kid on Xbox Live. Not gonna tell you his name or nothing, but I met him when he was 10 years old on Xbox Live. We've been playing video games and such uh, for almost 4 years now. Me and another fellow from California. He's like 20 now almost. Uh, but anyways, we've been cool for a long time, and he told me a story about like he's been through death and stuff too, but pain. He lost a parent. Uh, he lost his father, and he looks to me as a father online. That's the kid that I was telling you guys about earlier. If you actually listen to the video, you understand. The kid that I was getting mad at was this kid. Uh, but he lost his father, and I I allowed myself to be rude to him, but not cussing, just more like straightening out. But in a anger, I can feel the evil in that person that's been given into sin lately. I've been seeing the man that I am. Like I said, my anger, my willingness to be listening, humble. Um, like I still retain all the good gifts of Christ, but me myself, I have fallen, I have fallen into sin again. The thing is though, uh, me and him were talking. Now that you know the story about how long I know him, about 4 years and stuff playing games, uh, and got to know him very, especially after the tragedy that happened. We really got, you know, uncle nephew type of family type of thing because we've known each other so long. But anyways, I find out that he had his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck when he was born, and he nearly died. He said he was purple for a long time, and me myself too. That happened to me, but I don't know if I was purple or whatever because I'm brown, mixed. Uh, but anyways, pretty sure I was pale though as a baby. Uh, but I nearly died too. But the thing is, we brought this up to attention as well today. He had that happen to him. I had that happen to me, and I said, "Ain't it weird? Sometimes, like you'll be riding by some weird, you'll ride by a delicate situation, like a graveyard, or you'll see a memorial or something of someone that passed away, and so this is like he had the same exact type of situation where somebody outside of yourself plugged a voice into your head and said, better them than me. Better them than me. That's what popped up. Am I a bad person? That's the first thing I think, because I didn't just put that thought in my head. I would never think that. But what is that being that just told me that? Telling you, me and him both have had similar situations like that. I used to hear stuff when I was younger. Just uh to give you a better clue on that, uh sometimes I'd be outside walking outside my trailer. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brother lived in there. And I'd be out there just, by myself, a young man. I was probably around 10 or 11 at the time, young kid. And I'd be out there, doing kid things or whatever, walking in my cowboy boots or whatever, and hitting uh hitting the tree with the hammer or something, or just doing something dumb. But anyways, I would say something, or I would think I said something, and all of a sudden something else is talking at the same time, or right after, like an echo effect. I would say, stop doing that. Then I would hear, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, stop doing it. And it would flip me out as a kid. I did not know where that voice came from. Was it? It's from, of course, the. It's definitely from the umbilical cord, I think. But the supernatural uh talk behind the scenes, like, I noticed him too. My child friend here, he talks sometimes, and then he'll say the same thing in a whisper. Like, he'll say something like, hey Matt, you want to play such and such game, like, you want to play Gears of War? And he'll say it in a whisper. Matt, you want to play some Gears of War? I said, Clyde, you said that twice, right? I would tell him, you said that twice. It, yeah, I mean, he didn't know he said it, and he does that all the time. He still does it to this day. He says it twice. Now, is that is that a is that a gift? I think it's a gift. Actually, it's not. It's not a birth defect, because we both are in perfect health. I'm 33. I've never committed any type of violent crime, like hurting anyone. I used to get close to hurting, not hurting animals, but my dog. I used to be rough as a little kid. I used to be pretty rough with my dog, because watching wrestling, but I never really just jacked my dog up or nothing. Just saying, I was a little rough with my dogs, but I never really harmed my dogs. I don't think. Nah, never really. I never killed a dog or nothing. The thing is, I just used to power bomb my dog on the bed, or into the brush. power, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would do something like that. Okay, just some type of little wrestling move. Act like I'm in the put a figure four on him, on my dog, but it ain't possible. Just, I got you. Yeah. But the thing is, the kid, that I was not a violent kid. I had no flaws with the morality sense of life. Never really. I mean, I I thought I was uh what you call it though. Thought I was like a killer, some serial killer. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have a lot of time to myself, and I don't know. Thought I was something bad like that. I'm glad I'm not. And I always said that if it weren't for God, I would be something crucial. But truthfully, yeah, I would still be a good person. I think. I think I would. Yeah, I would not harm nobody. Uh, just because of morality that's in my soul, the soul that I admit that I have. Uh, I Yeah, I couldn't hurt nobody. Anyways, but I could sleep with like Beyonce if Jay-Z slipped up, or Alicia Keys. I could be an adulterer there. I already been an adulterer by thinking about them because they are married. See, so the thing is, those are the things that happen. Uh, but yeah, the gift, I think it's a gift, and yeah, I'm gonna quit holding up your guys' time. But hey, check it out, man. Look up and quit. Look it up and quit presupposing. Actually, free think. If you're a free thinker, stop being a non-free thinker. Non-free thinkers deny God. Free thinkers accept God because they know there's no other way. There's no other thing that can explain this thing that we call life. Riding with my mom and my nephew today, going to Wendy's, enjoying looking at my nephew eat his his nuggets and French fries, and laughing with me and grandma. Um, huh? All that came from explosion. That is the most illogical thought that ever existed in mankind, if you ask me. That's the most illogical, non logical, whatever you call it, since I am a layman, that is illogical. Kind sirs and females. If you think that all that came from explosion, my friend, uh, you claim people like me are mentally uh off. I would definitely not say you're mentally off. I would say you're not being true. You're not being true to yourself. Just accept there's a God, and accept that his son, he in no he in flesh came down preaching as the son, is who he said he is. Just you gotta admit to yourself. Have that one-on-one with God. Let it out. Let him know that you've been that sinner, and just try not to do it no more, man. And that's coming from me, the sinner. Uh, but only through Christ am I forgiven, and only through Christ can I give good deeds. So I hope the message here reaches your ear, man. And yeah, God bless you. I am done this time. Good night.